but for math, for our sciences, because we don't receive the information in the way that it's being taught to us.
Beautiful.
That, like Sandra said, it's not our first language. So the way how it's being taught to us, I think, is not the best way that we can receive it. I think Graspmatyx. You can tell I've been in Africa. I think that speaks volumes to us melanated people.
Yes,
you know?
beautiful. Well said.
Thank you very much.
But you see, the first eye, which is called the eye of perception, is what we use in our mother's womb, in the sacred darkness of our mother's womb. And that's the first eye that they call the third eye. But it's our first, you see, the eye of perception, right?
Give thanks.
And so what happened when you apply perceptional thinking, the math, you no need to fear the math because you're going to perceive what is being asked and you're not going to conceptualize what is being asked. Conceptually, 0 means nothing. Perceptionally, 0 means a number, the starting number to all numerical numbers, whether it be plus or minus.
And you know, as you're speaking, I'm internalizing this already, and part of me is like, okay, I'm a bit hesitant because it's a new language and might I trip myself up, but the other part is like, actually, this seems to make complete sense. It seems to make complete sense.
Soul, it's easy for fires to start. A smoke alarm will alert you in seconds if it's got a working battery. So remember the drill. Get it installed.
I like the way you two do that.
One of the best investments you can make is learning. This is because levels of qualifications can determine what you earn. The latest salary survey shows, on average, people with higher levels of qualifications earn £2,000 to £3,000 more.
That's right. We here now, and we're here to stay. So I'm blowing our trumpet, okay? Because my first language is music, dance, rhythm, math.
That's right.
I've been cured of what I had.
Right.
I'm listening to Dr. Sandra Richards, and this is Roots. I'm here, give thanks every Saturday morning between 9 and 12 noon on the station Soul. We the new mainstream. Tell somebody. Pick up your phone after the show's over, okay? Pick up your phone and tell somebody what's going on Colorful. We here. We the new mainstream. I don't know where you've been till now, but now that you're here, don't go back there. It's not good for you. If you have Skype, the username is Colorful Radio. That's one word, Colorful Radio. And we spell it with a C-O-L-O-U, R-F-U-L, radio. That means we're colorful. I'm in the studio with Sister Queen Delali from Ocean Designs.
How are you?
Give thanks. And also Brother Dr. Yates. Do you describe yourself as a math specialist, brother?
No, my profession is I'm a graspmatologist.
Now you're going to start some stuff in here. You're a grass...
Ooh, mathologist.
Mathologist. You see, a mathologist. I had to let me just work with that again. So you're a grass...
It didn't work that time.
My lips are full. I don't know why.
It's full.
I'm melanin rich with
Just do this, and it'll work.
Make me
Yes.
lick my lips.
Yeah.
Lick my lips.
Right.
Okay. And then do what?
And then say it. Grass.
Grass. Oh, wow.
See, it works.
Okay, when our lips are moist, all kinds of things happen. Okay. So, we have a caller. Greetings, Sister Patricia.
Greetings.
How are you doing this morning?
It's catchy, isn't it?
But now you stand it, right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm thankful for the caller. The caller is not only listening, but the caller is also allowing the ancestors to talk through her, so that other folks can be encouraged to also call and do the same. Now, the interesting thing about the math in which we were taught math, we were taught math based on memorization, resuscitation, and rote learning. Now, it has its benefit, right? It has its good, but it is limited due to the fact that no animal or no creature besides we human beings, and I wouldn't say we and all because other cultures don't do this, but what I'm saying is that no animal teaches its young by pain and suffering or beating. They teach their young by examples and illustrations and demonstrations, so they call it. So unfortunately in the school system that I was educated, the idea of being caned to learn is very barbaric, very Gentile, yes. And that is one of the things that actually, that was the wood to the fire of the fear that keeps it burning. Another thing too is that, like I said earlier, that math should be taught as a language. For example, every word that you're saying to me and I'm saying to you and we all saying to each other, we didn't have to write down paper and calculate it to comprehend it. Right? We're versating it and we're not conversating it. Right? Alpha Z, the alpha Z. Yeah. Z.
It makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Now, the interesting thing about it is this, about the math, is that I started off with the first numerical symbol 0, because once we're able to accomplish the comprehension of 0 being something, then we can move on to other numerical symbols. Now, for children and adults, what I teach, most adults have the problem. Example, let's try. What would be the half of 1? The half of 1 would equate to how much? Beautiful, excellent. That is Graspmatyx. You speaking Graspmatyx. Yeah, beautiful.
This is
yes,
great.
because you see what you did. You mentioned the 0. Ah, powerful. Yes, this is so awful, isn't it? You're right. 0.5. Now, lots of students and even adults have a problem with that, equating it. And the reason why is because they were never taught the in-between, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, the in-between. So in my Graspmatyx program, I teach that when you're starting counting at 0, after 0 you say 0 and listen to the rhythm and the pattern, the Afrocentricness about it. You say 0, then you say quarter, half, 3/4, 1. 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 1 3/4, 2. 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 2 3/4, 3. 3 1/4, 3 1/2, 3 3/4.
Start
4 1/4, 4 1/2, 4 3/4.
Hey!
5 1/4, 5 1/2, 5 3/4.
Yeah!
Get to the numbers!
Exactly. So I was having too much of a good time.
I was dancing before they even said the number.
Do that again.